Vanagloria is a fragrance often compared to extremely popular and sought after Yves Saint Laurent Babycat, especially since Dominique Ropion was the nose behind both perfumes. Vanagloria was released in 2021, while Babycat was launched a year later in 2022. What are the similarities and differences between these two perfumes? And overall, what was my experience wearing Vanagloria? Well, stay tuned, you will find out. Hello everyone, my nickname is Miri and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Special thanks to all my subscribers and regular viewers. It's such a pleasure to know you all. And first I'll tell you a bit about the inspiration for Vanagloria, how it smells, and then I'll compare it to Babycat and I'll list some positive and negative points you need to be aware of before blind buying Vanagloria. I want to share with you what I read on the website Perfume Reviews Lilith and Eva. They explained the meaning of the Italian word Vanagloria. Before the 14th century, Vanagloria was the term that described earthly pursuit of glory. Think about medieval knights trying to prove their bravery in many battles. This is what Vanagloria stands for. Therefore, this perfume is in the pursuit of glory among other vanilla fragrances on the market. But how does it smell? I must admit that the opening of Vanagloria is the most challenging part of this fragrance. You don't get a lot of sweetness, and pineapple here is very faint. It adds just a tad of sweetness, but if I didn't know pineapple was listed here, I would never guessed it. Like, you cannot recognize it. It doesn't smell tropical. It doesn't smell like the scent of actual fruit. It smells just a tiny bit citrusy. So you get in the opening a lot of saffron with tiny hints of citrusy pineapple, and that combination creates a metallic impression with a scent similar to cutting and opening vanilla pods, so you get smoky, bitter, leathery vanilla accord. Yes, it smells a bit industrial, not like plastic or rubber, but with some sharp, metallic, smoky, leathery vanilla. Imagine vanilla is a medieval knight that wears leather undergarment and steel armor. This is what you get in the opening, vanilla enveloped in metallic leatheriness. If the opening was too strong and too pungent for you, wait about 10 to 15 minutes because that initial metallic leather scent softens and melts into the most luscious smoky vanilla. And although you get some smokiness from the incense even in the opening, it doesn't remind me of church. It's pleasantly caramelized and mildly smoky, like someone dipped incense sticks in caramel. The scent is very complex, but I would describe the heart of Vanagloria as the scent of eating donuts with burnt caramel in a smoky room. I do enjoy that, like slightly burnt smelling caramel vanilla in here, which also reminds me of the burnt caramel crust on the vanilla creme brulee. And yes, this is a masterpiece perfume in the heart. It has leathery saffron, tobacco-ish tonka, smoky incense, and beautiful caramel vanilla, so it mixes sweetness with darker, ashy, smoky, suede-like nuances. And after all those different, edgy, metallic, leathery, smoky facets, Vanagloria dries down to a beautiful, delicate vanilla with tonka and some faint smokiness. The scent becomes such a smooth, fluffy vanilla with some muskiness in the dry down and tiny hints of smokiness. While smoky accords were very bold and dominant in the heart, but now they just give depth to the fragrance. And in the base, Vanagloria smells like toasted marshmallow. It's delicious. I like that vanilla in Vanagloria doesn't smell like a typical sweet vanilla fragrance or simply like a dessert. It has some sweetness, but it's covered in smoke and it creates a very refined, expensive smelling smoky vanilla experience. It smells rich, you feel very sexy and mysterious while wearing it, and the scent is just perfect for colder weather, but in my opinion it's equally wearable in day and night. The name Vanagloria is very much appropriate, and I can see how medieval associations of knights trying to prove their bravery are depicted in this fragrance. Those associations are excellently described on the website Perfume Reviews Lilith and Eva I've mentioned before, and I'll try to give you a short description. Imagine knights arriving at a castle, their heavy footsteps echoing on store corridors, the lights of yellow torches flickering on the walls, and then they enter the banquet hall, lay down on fur-covered sofas, and eat vanilla custard dessert or gelette d'Ajo almond pie while making toast with their ornated silver cups. This is the image that perfectly describes Vanagloria and shows you how majestic and rounded all those notes are, creating an intoxicating, complex, rich vanilla fragrance. I do enjoy this scent very much, not so the opening, but the rest very much, so my rating for the scent profile is 9 out of 10. But how similar are Vanagloria and Babycat? Well, both are dry, smoky, leathery vanilla fragrances. Both share notes of saffron, olibanum, and bourbon vanilla, and both have resinous and leathery quality, but they are not dupes in my opinion. So what are the differences? In the opening, Vanagloria has a ton of saffron and pineapple, which gives off a metallic, leathery vanilla, while Babycat opens with a ton of pepper and resinous alumi that create a smoky, burnt, slightly rubbery vibe. In both, you get vanilla right from the start. The opening of Vanagloria is metallic and leathery, while the opening of Babycat is spicy and smoky. In both perfumes, openings are the most challenging part of the fragrance, while vanilla becomes more prominent in the dry down, and in both, vanilla has caramel-like quality. In Vanagloria, vanilla is mixed with smoky incense, while in the dry down of Babycat, vanilla is combined with suede and woody notes. Therefore, Vanagloria has smoky, ambery vanilla dry down, while Babycat has suede, woody vanilla dry down. And you would prefer Vanagloria if you love smokier, a bit industrial vanilla, while Babycat would be the one for you if you like woody, suede, leathery vanilla fragrance. They're about 90% similar in my opinion, and it seems like Dominique Hopion just swapped when certain notes will appear in them. For example, Vanagloria has leathery opening while Babycat has leathery dry down. Babycat has a smoky opening while Vanagloria has a smoky dry down. So he switched certain facets when they will show up in these fragrances, and therefore they are not dupes but rather siblings. Vanagloria has a sharper and bolder opening, so if you would like a smoother and less pungent opening, go for Babycat. Although the opening here is still challenging, but just a tiny bit less gutsy than the opening of Vanagloria. Also, Babycat seems much softer in the dry down, it's sweeter and creamier, while Vanagloria is a bit drier, less sweet, more mysterious and more bitter. And no wonder, since Vanagloria was first created, she is the older, bolder sister, while Babycat is a younger sibling that knows how to cuddle, although both are sophisticated and equally sexy. And in the air, they smell extremely similar. But the easiest way to describe the nuances and differences between them and the intensity of smoky, leathery facets they all have would be to say that Vanagloria is like Turkish coffee. It's rich and bitter, while Babycat is coffee with 1 spoon of sugar and just a tiny bit of milk. So it's a bit sweeter and a bit smoother. That doesn't mean that they smell like coffee, but this was an analogy to help you understand the subtle differences in their scent profiles. If you consider the price, Vanagloria is a lot cheaper and easier to find, and I do enjoy enjoy them both, but I prefer Babycat just a tiny bit more because it's smoother, but I'm more than happy with Vanagloria, and you can see I already have depth in both of them. And if you want to hear my in-depth review of Yves Saint Laurent Babycat, I will link it in the description box, so check it out after you finish watching this video. Considering performance, Vanagloria lasts about 7 to 8 hours on my skin, which is more than decent, and this is a one spray perfume. I wouldn't recommend that you overspray it because the more spritz I use, the more of smoky, woody, leathery incense I get, but when I apply it lightly, this is such a beautiful, fluffy, smoky, sweet vanilla. Therefore, spray with caution, and for the first 2 hours it truly projects and you can smell a vanilla cloud around you, and after that it sits closer to the skin. Sillage is moderate, but on close this lasts for days. So my rating for its performance is 8 out of 10. Don't forget to boop the like button, hit the notification bell, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video so far. And now I will tell you what should you keep in mind before blind buying Vanagloria and what was my experience wearing it. And I'll go quickly through the pros and cons because this video is already pretty long. The first negative point is metallic leathery opening. This perfume doesn't play around. The opening might be too rough and even challenging because you get metallic, industrial, petrol-like scent, but give Vanagloria a chance to dry down because it gets better and fluffier. Even now, I still do get that sharpness in the opening, but each time I wear it, it bothers me less and less. So first time when you wear it, yes, the opening might be challenging for you. And the second negative point is the incense accord. If you hate incense or smoky perfumes, this won't be for you. Yes, incense isn't overpowering, but you can smell it in every stage of this perfume. So yes, you should enjoy smoky vanillas to enjoy this. And now to positive points. First one is it has amazing atomizer. Vanagloria has a top-notch sprayer. Look at this. I don't know, can you see? But it sprays a beautiful mist, and yes, this is one of the best sprayers and atomizers I've had the chance to use. And the second positive point is that this is a sexy unisex perfume. I can't explain enough how sexy that combination of leathery saffron and smoky caramelized vanilla is. And the best part is that it's equally sexy on a man and on a woman. I can envision a brave warrior in leather armor wearing Vanagloria, and also I can imagine a woman in a pricey fur coat with red lipstick and red stilettos enjoying Vanagloria and attracting gazes as she walks by. If you're bored with a ton of extremely sweet vanilla fragrances on the market, if you're looking for a vanilla fragrance with some attitude and dry, smoky, leathery nuances, and if you love incense and saffron, this is it. You will love it. This isn't a gourmand vanilla, nor it's a very leathery fragrance. So even if you don't like leather in fragrances, you will probably like this. But to warn you, this won't be love at a first sniff for most. You need to give it some time to appreciate it, and the scent is much better on the skin than it is on the paper. On the skin, leather facets blend with your natural skin chemistry into a beautiful sultry aroma, and you don't get that on the paper strip. Vanagloria is just a confidence booster perfume, and until I purchased Babycat, this was a must-have perfume and a huge love for me. I do think you can have both because they do differ, but I don't like having several fragrances with similar scent profiles in my collection, so I'm not sure what will I do, but currently I'm using Vanagloria because I want to save up my Babycat. It's expensive and not so easy to find, but I would absolutely recommend Vanagloria. It's cheaper, it's more niche because it has a bit more uniqueness sexiness to it. It's more mysterious vanilla with exactly the same amount of sexiness Babycat has. So yes, this is an amazing alternative, and 3 words or adjectives I would describe Vanagloria with would be caramelized smoky vanilla, and my rating for its scent profile and performance is 8.5 out of 10. Share your thoughts on Laboratorio Olfattivo Vanagloria, and do you prefer it to Babycat? I would recommend you to check out this video next. It's an in-depth review of another very popular but sexy vanilla fragrance, Rosendo Mathieu No. 5. I will see you there. Bye!